Welcome to my channel. I'm Scott, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about tariffs. Let's talk about tariffs on a high level. What are they? So when the US imposes a tariff, that encourages people to buy US made, because a tariff is a tax that makes foreign goods more expensive. I guess the main reason countries impose a tariff is to collect revenue, because a tariff is a tax. To give you an example, say Alibaba exports $1 million of electronics to Apple, and let's assume a 10% tariff. Apple has to pay Alibaba $1 million when they receive the goods. Apple also has to pay a $100,000 tax. They pay that to the Customs and Border Protection. And this entity, Customs, acts on the behalf of the Department of Commerce. The Department of Commerce is a department of the US government dedicated to promoting economic growth. So they work with businesses, cities, colleges. The Department of Commerce is made up of several offices, including the US Census Bureau, the US Patent and Trade Office, and the Bureau of Economic Analysis. Let's continue talking about tariffs on a high level. Another thing people look at is the balance of trade. It compares your imports to your exports. If imports are higher than exports, there's a trade deficit. The US has a trade deficit. They import more than they export. And if exports are greater than imports, there's a trade surplus. China has a trade surplus. But the balance of trade alone cannot gauge the health of an economy. Just because you're in a surplus doesn't mean you have a good economy. And just because you're in a deficit doesn't mean you have a bad economy. It's just one thing to look at. As you know, the US has a trade deficit while China has a trade surplus. Also, governments use tariffs to protect people. For example, beef is prohibited from being imported into the United States because there's a risk the beef can be tainted, which leads to diseases. And also, governments use tariffs to retaliate against other countries. So if they think a country is not playing by the rules, they may raise tariffs, so it's hard for that country to export into the United States. The US government always says the reason they're imposing tariffs is to protect jobs, protect domestic US employment. Because if they allow a lot of goods to come in, that increases competition, which can threaten US industries. The result is US companies firing workers or shifting their production, which can lead to higher unemployment. And when a lot of cheap goods come into the US, companies complain about cheap foreign labor. And those factories in China complain about working conditions and lack of regulation in foreign produced products which are made cheaply. It really doesn't matter how high a tariff can get, because a company will produce goods until there's no advantage. So the US can impose a 10% tariff, a 20% tariff. Chinese companies will still make products until the tariff gets too high. The two main types of tariffs are special tariffs and ad valorem. Special tariffs are fixed. For example, the US may levy a $15 tariff on each pair of shoes imported into US. They may also impose a $300 tariff on each computer imported. Ad valorem, which is Latin for according to value, is a percentage basis. So instead of a fixed dollar amount like 300 or 15, Japan may levy a 15% tariff on US cars that come into its country. So if a US car is $40,000, the company in Japan would pay $46,000 for that car. $40,000 to the US automaker, $6,000 to the Japanese government. What can occur from tariffs? Well, directly, the government will increase its revenue because tariffs are government revenue, government taxes. US companies will also benefit from reduced competition. The higher the tariff, the higher the taxes, the less likely a US company will buy foreign goods that are sent into the US, because import prices are going to be artificially inflated. Another result is consumers and businesses paying higher prices. For example, the price of steel is inflated due to tariffs. Consumers pay more for products that use steel. Businesses pay more for steel that they use to make goods. So you can think of tariffs and trade barriers as pro-producer, anti-consumer. So the producer, the company making the product, it benefits. And the end consumer foots the bill. How do tariffs affect prices? Well, usually tariffs increase the prices of imported goods. U.S. producers don't have to increase prices, but they usually do. They pass on the cost to the consumer. Tariffs also reduce efficiencies because it allows companies that would not exist to remain competitive. These are the main types of trade barriers. Subsidies, that's when the government pays part of the cost. So if the government offers a $100 subsidy on computers, you get a $100 discount when you buy a computer. Then you have standardization. An example of a quota may be only half of the products used in computers can be foreign made. If a company is building a computer, must be US made. Then you have licenses. Only the company holding a license can make a certain product. So these trade barriers make foreign goods more expensive in the US. It also limits the supply of foreign goods into the US. A lot of people ask, do tariffs cause inflation? It can, but it's not a direct cause of inflation. It's indirect. Because tariffs increase the price of goods and services in the US, which could make things more expensive. Although it might not lead to inflation if people substitute for something else. Like if chicken gets too expensive, then you start eating turkey, for example. Because if there's limited substitutes, a US importer has to pay more for goods or services, which means they're going to charge more for the product. These are the current tariffs for companies that import into the US. So if an Algerian company exports products into the US company has to pay 40% tax. Israel is 27%. Laos is 58%. Nigeria is only 24%. So some countries are not allowed to export anything into the US. Vietnam is high at 56%. So I hope this video gave you more color on what tariffs are. Thanks for watching.